I built an AI-powered URS generator powered by ChatGPT. Let me show you how it works. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go to Proton Glow on Google. Should be the first one. Straight in, then just log in. I'm already logged in. Then we just go to Tools, URS Generator. Then we just type in whatever our system name is, right? And as soon as you start typing, there's going to be some suggestions. So I'm just going to go for distributed control system, and you can add in extra text if you want. So distributed control system for biopharma, for example. Then you select build URS. Then the AI is going to generate some key terms related to what you've typed in. This is how you interact with these models is a layering approach. So it's going to generate the key terms first, and then it's going to use that to generate the sections. So to see how well it's done. So here we have all our sections that it's generated. It's done a fairly decent job. So then we just pick a section that we want to generate some URS requirements for. Let's say alarms and alerts. We go in, have a look at the key terms, so they're fairly generic. So let's generate some new key terms. So basically what it's going to do is going to generate some key terms, and then we're going to keep the ones we want and delete the ones we don't want. So probably we don't need emergency notifications, for example. Let's take away safety as well. And then once we are happy with our key terms, we just hit generate requirements, right? Give it a few seconds. It's going to go make a request to OpenAI and come back with some requirements. And here we go. So let's have a look. So DCS must be capable of generating alarms and alerts based on predefined conditions or events. Not bad. And then we can just delete the ones we don't want, right? Keep the ones we do. We can refine the key terms further. You can add your own key terms if you want here. And then you can generate new requirements. And it'll make a request to OpenAI, come back with some new requirements. Here we go, new requirements. Then we can, again, keep the ones we want, delete the ones we don't want. Let's have another look here. So let's have a look at batch processing and data logging. So again, let's generate some new key terms, have a look. Yeah, recipe management, data logging, equipment scheduling. I don't think that's really appropriate. So let's take that out. Generate some requirements. Let's see what comes back. It's very quick. Let's have a look. Yeah, not too bad. Needs a bit of refinement. Again, delete the ones we don't want, keep the ones we do. Now obviously, this is not much use in this system. Realistically, we're going to need it in Microsoft Word. So there's a button here, export to Microsoft Word. Just click it, exports immediately. We scroll down to the sections we were working on. There we go, alarms and alerts. And I think we're working on one other section, batch processing. And you can copy and paste that straight into whatever you need to. Let's move back to the system. We can add a new section. So let's add a new section, right? Let's go for, I don't know, documentation, for example, right? And then here, because we're at a top level section, we can now generate some key terms for the subsequent subsections. So yeah, that's pretty good. So let's generate some section titles. So this has generated some examples of what subsections we might want. So yeah, let's try installation guides. Installation guides. Generate some key terms. Let's see what kind of requirements it comes back with. Yeah, again, some refinement needed. You need to delete the ones you don't want, keep the ones you do. But it's a good way of doing kind of like brainstorming for your URS requirements. And then a couple of things you might not expect. The other thing, of course, is you might want to come back to this later. So this, you just go to My Documents, URS Documents, scroll down to the bottom. I have loads of URSs here. And then there we go, distributed control system for biopharma, saved. Come back to it anytime you want. Take a look. No problem, right? Let's have another look. So what do we got here? Human-machine interface. So let's generate some key terms for that. So graphical user interface, process management, trending, user access control. So I'm going to take away alarm management. I'm going to take away trending. And let's see what comes up. Generate some requirements. The other thing is when you delete a requirement, it comes up here and deleted, or sorry, if you delete a key term, it comes up here in the deleted key term section, which tells the AI, look, I'm not looking for that kind of requirement. Let's just have a look here. So the HMI must have a graphical user interface that presents process information in a visually clear and understandable manner. So maybe we might take out understandable manner, for example, because it's a bit generic. But again, delete the ones you don't want, keep the ones you do, use it as a tool for generating some ideas about URS requirements, that kind of thing. Hopefully speeds you up. And trust me, this is just the beginning. This is going to get a lot better very, very soon. These OpenAI models are getting so much better so quickly. The pace of improvement is just absolutely incredible. And as the new models come out, I will be updating this, and this is going to get better and better and better as the weeks and months pass. Trust me on that one. Let's generate a new parent section. So I go to a current parent section, hit add new, come down to that. I'm going to put on user authentication. And then I could come and manually now add in my subsections, you know, password requirements, domain login, you know, that kind of stuff. But that's, that might take a while. I don't want to do that. So let's just generate some key terms. Get rid of that. Multi-factor authentication is not really what we're looking for. I'm going to add in my own key term for domain auth. Add that. And then I'm going to generate some section titles and see what comes back. So let's have a look here. So access control policy and procedures. I'm not really looking for that, so let's get rid of that. User role definitions and assignments. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to change that to user access matrix. We got some password policy specifications yet. That could be good. So let's just generate some key terms related to that. Password history, password complexity. I'm going to take out multi-factor. Generate some requirements for password policies this time. Let's have a look. Yep, that looks pretty good. Probably could keep that actually. Domain authentication. So let's again generate some key terms related to that. So single sign-on, role-based access, LDAP integration. We already have our password policies. Going to take away that. Generate some requirements for that. Let's have a look. DCS system must support domain authentication integration, allowing users to log in using domain credentials. Fair enough. Maybe you're not using LDAP. Take it out then. Delete it, no problem. DCS system must provide role-based access control capability, allowing administrators to assign different permissions and access levels to users based on their roles and responsibilities. Not too bad. Again, use it as a tool for brainstorming your URS requirements, that kind of thing. For sure. Okay, let's take a new section, right? So I'm going to add a new section, right? I'm going to put in audit trail. So let's generate some key terms for the parent section then. So system logs, user access, critical process monitoring, change management, electronic signatures. I'm going to add electronic records as well. Just add that key term. Let's see what sections come back. Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, user access control probably is not what we're looking for audit trail. It's more for like user access, like logging, for example. So let's see what comes back for that one. Yeah, not too bad. Let's have a look what the requirements come out to be. And you can see how quickly you can generate an absolute ton of requirements. Very quickly. Come back to electronic signatures, generate some requirements. Need some work on that one, I think. Let's generate some requirements. Let's have a look. It's generating. Here we go. Again, not too bad. Good starting point, needs a bit of refinement, I think. But again, in the space of a couple of minutes, we've generated an absolute ton of requirements. Export to Word. Open it up. And we go down in the sections we're working on, alarm and alerts, human-machine interface, batch processing, data logging. If we keep going, we'll get to some of the other ones we're working on. User access logging, electronic signatures, password policy, domain authentication, installation guides, that kind of stuff. Again, very quickly to add an absolute ton of requirements to your system that you can use to present to the team, present to the group, take away the ones you don't want, keep the ones you do, no problem. Let's take another look. What else we got here? Again, it's a good idea. It's a good mechanism for just generating ideas. What do I need to put in this URS? You know, we've all been there, right? Let's have a look at fault detection and diagnostics. Like that's one maybe we don't often think about. So let's have a look. Let's see what it comes back for that. Maybe we might have some interesting requirements to put in for that, right? So let's generate some requirements. We've already generated our key terms. Again, this is this layering approach. So you get the AI, first of all, to generate some key terms relating to, in this case, fault detection and diagnostics. And then based off that, it then generates the requirements. And because there's that middle step, this layering approach, you can go in and say, well, actually, do you know what? Performance analysis, not really what I'm looking for. Get rid of that. And then it'll put it into deleted key terms, and it'll be telling the AI, look, I'm not looking for that. So don't be generating me any requirements for that. So it's an easy mechanism for telling the AI what you want, but how to type out loads of stuff because we don't want that, right? Let's take a look at this. So the DCS must have integrated fault detection and diagnostic capabilities to identify and report abnormal or unexpected behavior in the system. A bit generic, but possibly could be important. So DCS must provide real-time monitoring of critical system parameters and perform indicators to detect potential faults or anomalies. Again, a bit generic potentially. The DCS must have user-friendly interfaces and dashboards that provide clear visualizations of system health, faults, alerts, and performance metrics. But that one might be something we might want to include. Maybe take out user-friendly. Maybe it's a bit abstract, right? User-friendly. But that bottom one, for example, we might want to include that. Do you know? Again, great way to generate ideas, requirements very quickly, get them all down on the page very quickly. In the space of a couple minutes there, we've generated probably like 30 requirements, easy peasy, and it's all written in perfect English, perfect punctuation, you know, great. Let's take another look. Remote monitoring. Again, something that's very important nowadays. Let's have a look. Process variables, process control. I'm going to put in RDP. Going to take out real-time data acquisition, process variable monitoring, remote control, alert notifications, remote monitoring. Let's have a look. Again, I'm telling it what I don't want. I'm adding in my own custom key terms to see if I can sort of push the AI in the direction that I want it to go. The DCS must support remote desktop protocol to establish secure remote connections for monitoring and control purposes. We probably want to keep that, right? DCS must support remote monitoring capabilities, allowing authorized users to access the system from remote locations. Again, that might be something we want to include as well. DCS should provide scalability and flexibility in terms of accommodating multiple concurrent remote connections without compromising system performance. Again, that might be something we might want to do. We might not want to take all of these requirements, but we might want to take one or two. And again, just export it to Word. They're all there. Copy and paste into whatever system you need. Fantastic, right? No problem at all. And again, just delete the ones you don't want, right? And then you're like, I'm after forgetting one, right? So maybe delete the ones you don't want, right? Add in a new key term. So let's have a think what other kind of key terms you might want to, I mean, maybe we're not using RDP, right? Maybe we're using VNC, right? So add that in, generate requirements. It's not going to take the new VNC requirement and it'll be in the bottom, more than likely. It'll be around here somewhere. Okay, there we go. DCS should provide remote desktop protocol as well as VNC for establishing secure remote connections, allowing authorized personnel to remotely access and control the DCS platform. There we go, right, straight away. No hassle in terms of how you structure the URS requirement. You know, where do I put this in, this kind of thing. Great job, right? Can quickly add in new requirements very quickly, and it'll be perfect English and whatnot. Obviously, we're not quite at the stage yet where it can do the whole thing perfectly in terms of writing the whole document by itself, but we're on our way there, trust me. And the other thing is, just you can use this on your phone if you want, right? So if I go into developer tools and simulate myself being on a phone, right? Go into, I got an iPhone 14, right? So it'll appear like this on your phone, and then you can generate requirements the same. You can add new requirements. Click this little button here on the side. That'll get you up to your navigation pane, and you can navigate through just like normal. And you can be generating requirements on your phone. So you're heading to an FAT, you know, and you can be flat out writing URSs on your phone. I'm sure we all want to do that, right? You know what I'm saying? And again, you can export the whole same functionality is on the phone. And I've made it so that the phone interface will work. You know, it'll not just be the desktop interface squashed into the phone, because that's not really, that's pretty bad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's it basically, right? And it's not just URSs that we can do with Proton Glow. So if I go back here, I also have a file transfer system built in. So you generate a QR code, scan it with your phone, upload from your phone, boom, appears right here on this side. So that's something else you might want to consider using as well. So yeah, thanks for watching.